Hello everyone, this is Shivali from the Sweet Boutique. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are creating episode 7 of the Lavender Garden series, and this design is called the Lavender Lace Bouquet. This is going to be the last episode of the series. This cupcake features 3 miniature chrysanthemums in soft lavender, blush pink and deep purple tones, surrounded by delicate white filler flowers and fresh greenery for a beautifully textured bouquet effect. If you haven't watched the previous episodes of the Lavender Garden series yet, be sure to check them out. Each episode explores a different buttercream flower technique, and I've linked them all in the description below. Now, let's get started. I'm starting with green buttercream fitted with a small round piping tip. First, I'm creating 3 cones on the cupcake. These cones will act as the foundation for our miniature chrysanthemums and help build height and dimension within the arrangement. Once the cones are in place, we're ready to start piping our flowers. I'm using tip number 81 with lavender buttercream. Starting at the base of the cone, I pipe short petals while applying steady pressure. As I release pressure, I lift the tip away slightly to create clean petal edges. I'm working in continuous rounds, building each layer directly above the previous one while slowly rotating the cupcake. As I move upwards, the petals become slightly shorter and closer together, creating the characteristic rounded chrysanthemum shape. Now I'm switching to blush pink buttercream while keeping the same tip number 81. The technique remains exactly the same. I'm beginning at the base of the cone and piping petals layer by layer. For the lower rows, the petals are wider and more open to create the fuller outer bloom. As I move towards the top of the cone, I gradually shorten the petals and bring them closer together. This transition from open outer petals to tighter inner petals creates a realistic blooming effect. Building the flower slowly, one layer at a time, is what gives the chrysanthemum its beautiful texture and dimension. For the final bloom, I'm using deep purple buttercream with tip number 81. Just like before, I'm starting at the base and working my way upwards in overlapping layers. I'm maintaining even pressure while rotating around the cone to ensure each petal flows naturally into the next. The deep purple adds contrast and depth to the bouquet, helping all 3 flowers stand out beautifully. This cone method is one of my favorite techniques for creating realistic miniature chrysanthemums. Now I'm taking green buttercream with a small round tip and piping several mini cones throughout the cupcake. I'm placing them randomly around the chrysanthemums to create natural movement and balance. These little cones will act as the base for our filler flowers and help fill any empty spaces within the bouquet. Using tip number 352 and green buttercream, I'm filling the remaining spaces with leaves. To create each leaf, I apply pressure at the base and gently release while pulling away to form a pointed tip. I'm varying the direction, size, and angle of the leaves to mimic natural foliage growth. The greenery frames each flower beautifully and gives the bouquet a fresh, organic feel. Now I'm switching to white buttercream fitted with a small star tip. I'm piping tiny flowers directly onto the mini cones we created earlier. These delicate blossoms add softness, texture, and contrast to the arrangement. Sometimes it's these small details that make the biggest difference. The filler flowers create that lace-like effect throughout the bouquet, which is exactly how this design got its name. And just like that, our lavender lace bouquet is complete. It's soft, delicate, and beautifully textured. While the design looks intricate, it's created using simple techniques layered together step by step. The combination of miniature chrysanthemums, tiny filler flowers, and lush greenery creates a charming buttercream bouquet that feels elegant and timeless. Thank you so much for watching episode 7 of the Lavender Garden series. I hope you enjoyed creating this lavender lace bouquet with me today. If you enjoyed this tutorial, please don't forget to like this video, leave a comment below, and subscribe to the channel for more buttercream flower tutorials. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye, take care.